over 66 million years ago. Our world was ruled by dinosaurs. The largest animals that have ever walked the earth. Today, dinosaur experts across the globe are uncovering the bones they left behind, allowing us to imagine how these extraordinary creatures may have lived, so that we can tell their stories. And they can walk again.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today I will be breaking down the third episode of Walking with Dinosaurs 2, the 2025 series, Band of Brothers. Without any further ado, let's get into the breakdown. The episode is set 130 million years ago, in the early Cretaceous of Utah. It is based on the Cedar Mountain Formation, specifically the Poison Strip member. There is apparently nothing known about where it was filmed. The environment seems to be quite accurate to how the Cedar Mountain Formation was in reality. This episode's intro features Cryodraken from episode 4 of 5, Spinosaurus from episode 2, Elanqua from episode 2, Albertosaurus from episode 4, Lucititan from episode 6, Pachyrhinosaurus from episode 5, the Kim Titanosaur from episode 2, Tyrannosaurus Rex from episode 1, Longoprestus from episode 2, Triceratops from episode 1, and Infernodraken from episode 1. George is an adolescent Gastonia. Like every protagonist creature in the series, he's based on a real specimen, but unlike the others, Gastonia is thought to be sexually dimorphic, so he is believed to actually have been a male in reality. Conifers appear. There are no named plant fossils known from the Poison Strip member. Ferns also appear. As mentioned earlier, no named plants are known from the Poison Strip member. Gastonia was a polacanthine nodosaur from the early Cretaceous, 139 to 125 million years ago, of North America, meaning it lived in the right place and time to appear. The Gastonia in the episode are specifically Gastonia lorimequinii. Although Gastonia would most likely have had softer armor when it was younger, this would almost certainly not have made them more vulnerable to Utahraptors. The Gastonia are shown eating clay, supposedly to harden their armor. This is patently ridiculous. Although this would give them minerals, the one they would need is calcium, which, although found in clay, it is not a very efficient way for them to get it. In fact, a more plausible, as well as way cooler way, would be to eat the bones of other animals. They are given a maximum speed estimate of 5 miles per hour, or 8 kilometers per hour. This seems a little low, though not unreasonable. The Gastonia from the site depicted in the episode did not die in a fire, but instead were killed in a flood. Groups of teenage male Gastonia would almost certainly have engaged in homosexual behavior, as is observed in almost all animals. Utahraptor was a huge dromaeosaurine raptor from the early Cretaceous, 139 to 134 million years ago of Utah, meaning it lived in the right place and possibly the right time to appear. Utahraptor also appeared in the original Walking with Dinosaurs, although they were located in what is now the Isle of Wight instead of their native Utah. Utahraptor is referred to as the size of a grizzly bear. This is inaccurate, as it was somewhat taller than a grizzly bear, but also almost twice as heavy as one. Utahraptor's claws are stated as being able to pierce armor. This is almost certainly inaccurate. Utahraptor is depicted hunting in packs. This is a common trope in paleomedia, but is baseless, and in fact there is evidence against the idea. The pack is specifically shown segregating their hunting by age. This is ridiculously unlikely, as it is very unlikely that even the smartest non-avian dinosaurs had this level of social cohesion. There is also evidence against this, as comparisons between the teeth of adult and juveniles of another new dromaeosaur, Deinonychus, show that they ate completely different foods at different stages of life, pointing against pack hunting. The Utahraptor block is portrayed as originating at the same location as the episode setting, but it was not, being from the yellow cat member rather than the poison strip member. The Utahraptors are described as being very intelligent, and yet are portrayed as consistently making incredibly stupid decisions. Examples include completely missing the gang despite their only being crouched in a fern pit, the group leader attempting to attack George despite already having killed another Gastonia, which required them to distract her before being able to make the kill, deciding to attack the Gastonia wheel in the middle of a fucking forest fire when they could have been attempting to flee to safety. Utahraptor is given a speed estimate of 20 miles an hour, 32 kilometers an hour, which seems to be accurate. Another inaccuracy related to the Utahraptor block is the circumstances of death for the Utahraptors within it. In reality, they died hunting an ornithopod, similar to Platycoxa, while the episode shows them dying by running into quicksand while trying to escape a forest fire. Platycoxa was a Styracosternan ankyloplexian, in basic terms a basal iguanodont. It lived in the early Cretaceous, 129 to 125 million years ago in Utah, meaning it lived in the right place in time to appear. Platycoxa is depicted as migratory and living in herds. There is no actual evidence for either of these, but it is not impossible, and some of their relatives are thought to have been herding creatures. And that was Band of Brothers. If you somehow enjoyed this video, leave a like, I guess, and next time I'll be breaking down episode 4 of the series, which is the pack. Thank you for watching. I have a Discord server and a second channel in the description, and I hope you have a very nice day. Goodbye.